Most pastors that we know have so much on their plate that they're thinking, how will I ever do everything I'm supposed to do and still take care of the flock?
Working as a pastor, I've discovered that the major problems, the major conflicts that have taken up so much of my time have always related to the baggage that we bring with us into the church.
I have conversations with people all the time, and you can tell they're not living the fullness of life that God has for them, and they need help.
Because we've seen families disintegrate in the field. We've seen missions fall apart, really because, and the enemy loves it, and really because they don't understand what's happening, and most of the time it's the old stuff that's coming in.
You know, the baggage from our past, those wounds, those hurts that we're not even aware of, that's always the major source of trouble that I've had to deal with.
There's so many people in my church who are broken, and they need help. They need God to come in and touch their lives to really heal them. And they need something more than I can give on a Sunday morning. They need something deep.
The church does need to have a value system that includes healing.
Because of the deep issues of life, you know, these really unhealthy patterns that can go all the way back to a person's childhood that they may not even know about, those are issues that I can't just delegate to someone.
The people I know that went through Restoring the Foundations, their lives were changed, and that got my attention. I knew that this was something that would really bless my church.
In our church, the pastor would actually refer people to us and would ask us to bring people through Restoring the Foundations ministry. It really freed him up in his time that he didn't have to be doing as much counseling as what he had done previously. And
you know, that's where a ministry like the Restoring the Foundations is such an incredible blessing, because they know how to bring not only restoration but healing, and which will allow that person to once again get reconnected.
The whole church sees the fruit of the Restoring the Foundations ministry team because they're meeting with people. They're walking people through freedom, and it just spreads. It spreads through the whole church.
A very small church back in Wyoming, about 13 people, and we took 12 of them through RTF.
These men and women are trained, they're professionals, they're trustworthy, everything they do is confidential, and their heart's desire, most importantly, is to bless everybody that's in the church. I mean, that's why they're there, and you can see that.
The people put it on the leaders, on the pastors, that they're supposed to do all the work. But the Bible really says all the saints are supposed to do the work, and the leaders are to prepare the saints so they can.
we've helped out in a church where we've made a base of ministers that can then minister to different people within the body.
The Restoring the Foundations ministry, their vision is to really to give the saints the tools they need to work through these issues together.
They don't have to keep coming back to us for more ministry. Not that they can't call us, but now they've got the tools.
And we're training churches as the ministry expands so that even cell group leaders and prayer teams are equipped.
It doesn't take but 2 seminars to get somebody raised up to do an issue-focused ministry.
Going through their seminars and their training, I really felt empowered. It was like I had a confidence that the Lord really could use me to lead someone through some deep healing.
The congregation is working through its issues together and not just, knocking on my door to work out everything. That really isn't a healthy setup.
If they include in that vision having their own people be healed so their main vision can function better, and that's a really good thing.
That's good. the people who are already doing some kind of ministry in their church anyway can be created quickly into more effective leaders, and it really diminishes the work of the pastor.
The pastor will be able to pastor people. The pastor won't have to be putting out fires all the time, and he has healed people.
As a congregation, we're going to be able to go where God's called us to go, and not be held back because of our stuff, because of our baggage from the past. To be able to be free.
It's so different. I mean, I can't tell you the difference to see a healed congregation worshiping God. It's powerful.
We want to take this back with us to Guatemala so that we can help those people who are doing missions be free.
And I believe that it starts in the church body, and then the church can reach out to the rest of the world that isn't in the church.
To be free to pursue exactly what God wants us to pursue. What else is there?